Hi and good day everyone. Welcome back to your second video of this lecture. So this video will discuss on the sleep-wake cycles. I believe that some of you have the smartwatch. They're integrated with sensors that are capable to track your heart rate, respiration rate, your movement, as well as the temperature at the back of your watch. So this sleep analysis in your smartwatch cannot be the gold standard as compared using the electroencephalography or known as EEG. However, smartwatch is convenient, can tell you roughly how you sleep on that day by using specific algorithm to come up how many hours that you spend in each stages of these sleep cycles. So in this video, we will discuss more in detail on your sleep cycles as well as the neurological regulation that involve in your sleep-wake cycles. So in your smartwatch, you can see your pattern of sleep cycles as shown in this diagram A. So in general, there are two stages of sleep, which are the rapid eye movement or known as REM and non-rapid eye movement or known as NREM stage. The non-REM stage can be further categorized into four stages, which are the stage 1 until stage 4. The light sleep, referring to the first two stages of NREM. Meanwhile, deep sleep refer to stage 3 and stage 4 of non-REM cycles. According to the American College of Physicians guideline for the management of chronic insomnia in adults, adults like us should have at least 6 to 10 hours of night sleep. To have a good quality of sleep, your sleep should have less than 55% of light sleep, minimum 20 and can be up to 90% of deep sleep, and also the 10 to 30% of your sleep is in the REM sleep. Most of our nighttime sleep, or we can say approximately about 75% of night sleep, is associated with non-rapid eye movement or non-REM sleep. This is because it is mediated mainly by thalamocortical circuit, which ultimately activated by the brainstem. In this period, there is an increase of gamma aminobutyric acid or known as GABAergic neuronal activity in your anterior hypothalamus. And also, in this stage also, there is a decrease in the noradrenergic, serotonergic, as well as the cholinergic activity. You can see different pattern of rhythm in each stages of sleep that can be detected using the electroencephalography or known as EEG. This slide shows the electroencephalogram, so that can be detected from your EEG. So this is the locations of your recording electrons, which are taken from individual who in silent position but in awake. Initially, the subject displayed an alpha rhythm during silent period in closed eye positions. Once he opened his eye, the moment he opened his eye, the electroencephalogram shows blink artifacts, and the alpha rhythm be replaced by the beta rhythm. So our brain is designed to promote wakefulness during the day and non-REM and REM sleep generally at night. So this wakefulness is normally associated with high muscle tone and neuronal activity, which is important for our alertness as well as the neurocognitive functioning. This sleep is a phenomenon that occurs mandatorily, and it will occur in cyclic natural behavioral state. It shares the same feature as the coma as well as your general anesthesia, which no awareness and no arousal. However, sleep is self-regulated and can easily reversible to wakefulness, whereas coma and GA are not at all. As I mentioned previously, sleep consists of two states, rapid eye movement sleep as well as the non-rapid eye movement sleep. This NREM sleep can be further classified into 4 stages according to the degree electroencephalogram sloping. REM sleep has been the principal focus in this research because at these stages is associated with a lot of characteristic phenomena including the ocular circuit, dreaming, and all our muscles in the body are paralyzed during this stage or known as muscular atonia except for our respiratory muscles as well as your extraocular muscles. During REM sleep, the brain appears more active in the EEG. However, non-REM sleep makes up almost 80% of our total sleep. This non-REM sleep is characterized by slow, low-frequency EEG pattern. This phase of sleep is traditionally divided into 4 stages as mentioned previously to increasing the synchronization of neuronal activity and lower frequency of generated wave. In the arousal state, high frequency of muscle activity and characterized by desynchronized EEG oscillation of low amplitude, and it produced the beta wave with more than 14 Hz. In the first stage of sleep, or known as NREM1, the EEG becomes a little slower and the level of wakefulness becomes fuzzy. This is the transition from being awake to asleep. At this period, it will last several minutes, usually about 5 to 10 minutes. At this stage, heart rate, breathing, and brain activity begin to slow and the amplitude of wave slightly becomes slower to 4 to 7 Hz or known as theta wave. In the second stage of non-REM sleep, the heartbeat and breathing slow more and the muscle relax even more. Body temperature drops and eye movement stops. The brain begins to produce sleep spindles, followed by slower frequency and characterized by these spindles as you can see here, waxing of the activity plus shock wave, also known as K complexes. It will last approximately about 20 minutes and then after that we will go into N3 and N4 stage or known as deep sleep. And this N3 stage is characterized by the presence of a large amplitude and slow wave in the EEG. That is why we known as slow wave sleep and it usually occur about 10% of your total sleep time. At this stage, the heartbeat and breathing slow the most of all stages, and your muscles completely relax. Brain waves slow even more, and this wave called as theta wave. So as I mentioned previously, this REM sleep characterized as muscle atonia and fast frequency cortical neuronal activity that will associated with dreaming. It's usually onset or occur about 90 minutes after you falling asleep, and in this stage is when the most dreams occur. At this stage, your eyes move fast from side to side or we know as ocular circuit, and the brainwave activity, heart rate and blood pressure will be increased more. Not only that, there is also an activation in your autonomic nervous system that result in changes in the heart, respiratory rate, blood pressure, cardiac output, cerebral blood flow, as well as the penile erection in the man. That is why at this stage, men will having erection. It's not due to any dream or any kind, but not only that, it also can happen to female during REM sleep by having vagina congestion. This is the autonomic phenomena. So the REM sleep occupies about 25% of your total sleep especially in healthy young adults. So the stages of sleep alternate throughout the night, forming the non-REM and REM cycles. A sleep episode begins with a period of non-REM stage 1 sleep, progressing to stage 2, stage 3 and stage 4. Subsequently, the person exits the non-REM stage, reversing through the stages to enter the REM sleep. These cycles repeat throughout the night. The normal sleep onset is about less than 30 minutes, and normal REM sleep onset is from 70 to 120 minutes after sleep onset. Throughout the course of the night, a person will cycle through non-REM and REM sleep. The average length of the first non-REM and REM cycles is 70 to 100 minutes, whereas the later cycles are slightly longer, lasting approximately about 90 to 120 minutes. As the night progresses, the proportion of REM sleep per cycles increases as stated in this diagram, whereas stage 2 begin to account for the majority of non-REM sleep. Meanwhile, stage 3 and stage 4 may disappear in the later cycles.